So it's not so necessary that you have to wait for the Google AdSense to sponsor all your videos into your YouTube or anything that sort in order to start monetizing this particular videos which you've been showing in your YouTube or something like that. You could actually do outreach to the companies and ask them to sponsor one of your video for the do to for a shout out or something that sort, or you could even reach out to other people and ask them whether you will be able to sponsor or something that sort in for my one of my video. With that idea in the mind, I decided to reach out some 100 companies that is likely to sponsor my podcast or the videos which I am publishing in the YouTube. For that I have used some 3-4 extensions, and I will in this particular video I will show you what all are these extensions and what they are likely to do. And even you could also download that extensions from this extension page which I have given in the description, or you can just simply go to ironsyoga.in, and after you seeing this particular page, you just press on the extension button. It will take you to the page where the extensions are being listed, and here I am using 4 extension. One is called email parser. That what it does is like it will parse the email ID which found on the DOM when while loading the page, and this is email validator. What it does is like it will validate the email ID which found on the DOM. And the search assistant, this is a query tool that will help you to do multiple query in the multiple search engines. And simple browser notepad, this is one of the particular notepad which I have designed to keep a persistent storage in the DOM itself. It will use the local storage in order to store the data in the local storage itself. And all the code for these particular extensions are been published in the GitHub, which is an completely open source, which you could actually download. And if you really don't want to go to the Chrome extension store, you could just go to the GitHub repo and download it and install it from the source directly. So here what we have just gone through the introductory part of these particular extensions. And what I did is like I just went to the ChatGPT and asked the ChatGPT, give me a list of 100 companies which are likely to sponsor the podcast basically. So this is here ChatGPT is basically acting as like a data mining tool. Previously it is really expensive to have a data mining tool that will actually browse all these companies details from the data which is being fed into this particular website or something that sort. So it is expensive, but here most of the people in the companies and everywhere these people are using this ChatGPT in order to write code or whatever not. So all these data is basically available freely in internet. You can just query something and get these details done. But the private data such as email IDs, so these ChatGPT kind of things will not be giving you, but we can just do some tweak and twist and get these email IDs getting. So I have got some 100 companies that would be likely to sponsor the a podcast. So I just copied these companies, and here I'm going to the search assistant tool. So what is this search assistant tool? So search assistant tool is basically supporting 3 search engines, and it is a multi-query multi-search engine extension where you could easily do search query in multiple search engines and using the help of with multiple queries as well. So I just paste this result which ChatGPT has been given into the search assistant extension, and here each query near to each query you could see one search button which has been popped up. So for example, I'm looking for the Hulu email ID, so it will go to the it will open up the Google search engine, and it will actually put the search query over the search bar, and it will pop up the Hulu help center, and from here I can get the email ID of the Hulu. So I can do this in the multiple search engines such as Bing or DuckDuckGo according to your preference and things like that. that. So here so in this particular way I can do multiple searches into the multiple companies. And here I'm using the email parser. What it does is like it will just copy the email IDs which is found over here, this search result basically. So I'm just pressing on the copy, and here I'm using a simple notepad which is having a persistent storage on the DOM. I just paste this email IDs here, and here I'm going to perform this particular search search as much as possible and get as much email IDs is possible as, like I'm just looking for the calm email ID. So here I'm just using the email parser in order to copy this email ID and just paste it into the local search the local notepad, which is another extension. And here I'm going to do this again, these searches again, so third, fourth time, and I'm just keeping copying this email IDs and just pasting it here. And here a lot of email IDs after this, all these 100 queries which I have been performed on the search engines, I would be end up with a lot of email IDs. And there is a lot of problems, like what does it make, how do I believe these email IDs are correct or wrong, or what it can be done. So I am just developed another extension which is actually like email parser. So this is email validator. So here in this email validator, what it does is like it will actually validate the email ID with the help of looking into the MX record and the format of the email ID. Even though there are many emails still exceed the limitations of the email validator, which you could actually figure out some ideas to validate these email IDs, and you can give a commit request in my search engine over there. So here there are multiple email IDs and I'm just validating. So here see, this we don't does not have an MX record, so these email IDs are not there. These domains don't have an MX record, so this extension is figuring that out. And once this email IDs is been validated, you can copy these email IDs, and if these email IDs are found again faulty, you can add those invalid email IDs into this invalid email ID registry. So once you put it in the invalid email ID registry, then when you do the next time, it will look into the invalid email ID registry and let you know that this email ID is invalid or something that sort, like So I figured out, so I'm going to parse all these email IDs of these 100 companies, and I'm going to write to those companies, and I'll let you know what happened in my next video, whether what is the reply from these companies and how does it work out. Thank you for watching.